Hey, hi, welcome to another episode of Chewing the Brew. Today, Cerebral Brewing in a collaboration with Cohesion Brewing. I might have had a Cohesion beer, maybe. I'm pretty sure I have not had a Cerebral beer before. This is Podzimní, a dry hopped Czech Amber lager. It's a nice light amber color. Hey, welcome to another episode of Chewing the Brew. Did I say that at the beginning? I might have. So let's see here. Podzimní dry hop Czech Amber lager made with Czech-style hops, S-A-A-Z, Saaz. I assume it's Saaz. Mosaic and Colorado Cascade. This is only 4.8% ABV. One of the YouTube channels we enjoy watching is Honest Guide. Honest Guide? Yeah, Honest Guide. He's a Czech tour guide, primarily in their capital city of whatever their capital city is. It's a beautiful city. And he talks a lot about dealing with the scammers and fraudsters that you might find there. Like, he doesn't only talk about that, but there's lots of different layers of scammers. There's the, 3-card Monte crooks on the street. There's the various gangs that roam around. And there's also, stores and restaurants that overcharge you. So it's like, where do you get the authentic Czech experience? And anyways, that has very little to do with this, except that it's Czechia. And I feel a little bit ashamed for having no clue how to pronounce this Podzimní. I mean, all the letters there make sense. I can say them all out loud, but I don't know what the proper pronunciation is. But the beer itself, I know how to enjoy that. I sniff it and I drink it. A little bit fruity. So yeah, color's nice. It didn't have a huge amount of head when I poured it, but the head is certainly happy to come back there, and it's a little bit tan, a little bit creamy tan there, rocky. So bubbles are varying shapes or varying sizes. They're all more or less the same shape. Variations on a sphere. Okay, I'm smelling some malt down there. It's kind of a honey-like maltiness. But then there's also this nice kind of apple, fruity, almost strawberry maybe note over that, which I assume is the hops. I like the smell. I'm a little bit concerned that kind of honey maltiness, that really sweet maltiness, might end up being the home brewer, they use the liquid malt, which is fine. It's a great shortcut, but I tend to associate that in a brewery with less experience, but I am not going to say that Cerebral or Cohesion don't have experience, and I'm going to guess this is an intentional aroma in the malt and not a shortcut, right? That's not even given the benefit of the doubt. I just assume they're better than that, and they do better than that, and so forth. So I should probably stop scrabbling about that. There's just a sweet maltiness, right? Not much of the roasty maltiness. So it smells not dry, right? It smells really nice. It's not like heavy. It's not particularly roasty. We're not looking at a particularly hot day today. And this feels like the sort of beer that's going to work very nicely with the temperatures of today. And frankly, it would probably work with cooler temperatures too. It has been relatively cool this week, highs in the low 60s most of the week, but we're starting our warming trend, and it's supposed to be pretty sunny, I think, starting this afternoon and continuing onward. Ooh, okay. Yeah, none of that liquid malt stuff going on. That's really nice. Oh, there's layers of the maltiness. There's this nice nuttiness. It's almost a almond and walnut kind of finish. It's got a kind of juicy front. This has been out of the fridge about 5 minutes, and I probably should have left it in the fridge longer. It does say, keep cold, drink fresh. So this is not a can you're going to age at all. I don't know what the date is on this. but I assume it's relatively recent. I know it's been well cared for. I bought it out of a fridge at a reputable establishment. So the roastiness I was not getting in the aroma is definitely there in the body and the flavor. There's a variety of dry flavors going on with this really nice bready middle that's kind of pulling them all together and keeping them unified and playing in harmony. You have this, the little bite of roastiness, like Maillard, burnt sugar kind of stuff. You have that nuttiness at the end. And then there's a bit of kind of a brighter middle, kind of floral and fruity together, but not sweet, more eau de fruit, essence of, not eau, essence of fruit essence kind of stuff. That's quite nice through the middle. And then you get the hops slowly building up. This is a West Coast beer after all. They can't not put hops in it. I mean, they put hops in every beer, nearly every beer. But with Mosaic and Colorado Cascade, I enjoy Mosaic beers. And Cascades are just a bog standard. They add a lot to a lot of beers. Czech says, I don't know what they bring to the party, but they are a very traditional European hop. I like this beer. This is very drinkable. This is really pleasant. Because of the brightness and the multiple dry notes and the fact that the kind of bready maltiness isn't too sweet. It's hardly sweet at all. It's just like really nice bread in your mouth. It works fine on a warm day. It's not a heavy amber. It's closer to, in my experience, the Red Fox, Little Fox, Reuben's Amber Ale, which is probably one of my favorite overall amber ales, more so than it is like the Alaskan Amber, which is a much sweeter amber, which does better in cooler temperatures, or for cooler temperatures. And this works really good for moderate and warm temperatures, and that makes it perfectly good for today in particular. I'm enjoying this beer. I give it 3 stars out of 4. It is a good beer, and I like it. And so, yeah, that's 3 stars out of 4. Low ABV, so you can crush these at a party or at a out on the beach, or if you're out camping. It's it's not asking too much of you. It works really well for just I'm just chilling, right? I don't want to have to think about anything. Just chill with the beer. It's a good beer for that. And yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. This is me, Matthew. I have been drinking and enjoying Cerebral Brewing Company's collaboration with Cohesion, Podzimní, a Czech dry hopped amber lager, a dry hopped Czech amber lager. And I will catch y'all on the flip side.